Man, I got my chocolate fix going on. And my coconut oil. Yummy, yum, yum. Everyone, I'm going to show you how I make my coconut oil chocolate delight. Now, you'll see I have some cocoa. And then I am sugar-free. I prefer to use stevia. I have it in the raw, and I also have liquid. And of course I have my coconut oil. And I'm feeling a little bit hungrier with some nuts, so I'm going to add some chopped peanuts and pecans. Now this is a very, very simple recipe. The main thing is a quick way to get in your coconut oil. Now, if you're not having to go sugar-free and you want to use refined white sugar, that's your choice. Any kind of sweetener. I prefer stevia. And also, I don't have it with me, but I also like to put Truvia in it. So let's get started, and I'll show you really quick. It's so simple, you're never going to believe how good this tastes until you try it yourself. Okay, hold on. And see, I'm just going to use, this is a tablespoon. I have my glob, a tablespoon. And my pan is warming up. You can also melt this in your microwave, but I prefer to melt it in a pan where I can, you know, test the consistency, the thickness of the chocolate that I want. So here we go. Into my pan. I mean, you don't want to burn your oil. You want to keep it on low. Stick that spoon back in there. So it's best to use a spatula if you have a rubber spatula like this. I have a really nice one. And so I'm going to melt the oil. It's melting. I have just a very small pan. I'm making just a small amount of chocolate. But see, I'm getting in my tablespoon of coconut oil. So if you don't want to just mix it in with your, like I do it, mix it with my coffee. But this is a great way to get your coconut oil in. So let's just let this melt. Okay. And I'm used to sift your cocoa if that's what you want to do. But I'm just doing a real quickie for you guys, and I'm going to eyeball this. You want to use equal amounts. So I'm going to eyeball a tablespoon of the cocoa. Here we go. Okay. To incorporate, because you've already added your sweetener. Okay. So remember, this is very warm. Like I said, I've watched some recipes where they actually do this in the microwave and then they mix it in their bowl. But for me, this works out just fine. Okay, so now my chocolate is nice. I don't add any salt. I don't add anything to it. All this is coconut oil and cocoa. Okay, it's kind of hard to see in the black pan. Alright, so now you decide whatever, you know, pan you want to use. I use this is a cover. This is a cover that I got off of a salad. You know, it's just, I love thin chocolate. Remember, I'm getting the whole tablespoon of coconut oil in my chocolate. And I'll scrape that out in a minute. So now, you can see, thick. It's real thin. Now I showed you I have some nuts. Now I'm low carbing, so I gotta be careful with the nuts. So I'm gonna just put a few nuts on here. There we go. Look at that. Okay, now in order for me to cool this, I like to put it in the freezer. I'll be back to show you, okay, what the final product looks like. So if you have a nice little tin like I have, real little tiny, you can use the muffin liners and put your chocolate in this. And another great way of eating this chocolate is with peanut butter. This all depends upon your diet. I mean, if you want, I'm a low carber, but I do love peanut butter. And sometimes I'll make my own little chocolates with the peanut butter. I'll dip strawberries, just anything. The main thing is you're getting in your coconut oil, and you just make it however you want to, and try to find good quality cocoa, and definitely get the mother of all mothers, the virgin coconut oil, the best kind you can find. And believe me, you're going to get in your coconut oil. So I'll be back with the final product. Bye. Man, I got my chocolate fix going on. And my coconut oil. Yummy, yum, yum.